Suisui is finally making her debut, and her kit positions her as an absolute powerhouse among the game's supportive cast. Operating as a Glacio Rectifier user, she brings crucial healing while acting as a dedicated buffer specifically, tailored for damage dealers who rely on negative status effects. Her core mechanics revolve around transitioning between a normal state and an enhanced state. You begin the battle in her normal form, utilizing her basic attacks, dodge counters, and resonance skill to accumulate a special resource called Cloud Breath. Once you cap this gauge at 120 points, her standard resonance skill converts into an enhanced version. Activating this skill shifts her into her enhanced state for a 15-second window, granting her elevated resistance to interruption and unlocking a secondary gauge. This secondary meter holds up to 600 points, segmented into 3 distinct chunks of 200 points. You can continue to charge this secondary resource by executing basic attacks and her resonance skill. Once this gauge is completely filled, you want to trigger her Liberation and Outrow skill before swapping over to your primary damage dealer. You can streamline this combat loop significantly by leveraging her intro skill, which instantly maxes out her primary gauge to send her straight into her enhanced state. Getting this intro skill online is key to maintaining rapid team rotations. Her utility is where her kit truly begins to shine. Activating her Liberation creates a field that remains active for 30 seconds. This zone expands the maximum cap of negative status effects by 3 stacks, and whenever Havoc Bane stacks are consumed, it shreds enemy Havoc resistance by 12% and decreases defense by 6%. Additionally, her Outro skill offers a massive 25% amplification to all outgoing damage for 30 seconds. The secondary 600-point gauge she charges plays a vital role here as well, because triggering her Outro consumes these accumulated points to distribute. Further team buffs. Expending 200 points grants the active character interruption resistance, while dumping 400 points translates to a damage boost of up to 12%, scaled directly off her energy regeneration, peaking at a 260% threshold. Emptying the full 600 points yields a massive 50% attack increase to the active character whenever they consume a negative status effect. Alongside these extensive offensive buffs, both her resonance skill and intro skill provide team healing, cementing her role as a highly reliable sustain unit. When configuring her build, remember that her personal damage output is negligible, meaning you should focus on utility rather than offensive stats like critical hit rate. Your main objective is reaching a minimum of 260% energy regeneration to unlock the full potential of her kit and her signature echo set, Song of the Feathered Trace. This specific set offers an attack increase of up to 25% by scaling, up with her energy regeneration. For her echo arrangement, a 4-3-3-1-1 setup is optimal. You will want energy regeneration main stats on both of your 3-cost echoes, healing bonus or health points on your 4-cost echo, and flat health points on your 1-cost echoes. Substat priorities should heavily favor energy regeneration and health points. If you choose to run her signature weapon, First Light's Herald, hitting these stat requirements becomes much easier. The weapon provides a 77% energy regeneration substat, boosts health points to strengthen her heals, generates Concerto energy to speed up rotations, and grants a 20% team-wide attack buff. When upgrading her talents, prioritize unlocking her entire passive node tree to enable her full suite of buffs, followed by her Forte and her Liberation. In terms of team compositions, she integrates seamlessly with 3 of the game's premier damage dealers, specifically Yang Yang, Xuanling, and Hiyuki. Her strongest team setup pairs her directly with Yang Yang and Xuanling, where she acts as an ideal third-slot support alongside Chisa to stack additional defense and resistance shred. She also serves as a top-tier slot-in for Hiyuki teams, outperforming Chisa in that role. For players without Lucilla, a team of Suisui, Chisa, and Hiyuki remains incredibly strong. Furthermore, she functions well in ITH Fusion Burst teams, matching Chisa's effectiveness thanks to her all-damage amplification, even outside of negative status setups, her quick rotation times, and raw damage. Amplification allow her to operate as a highly competent universal healer. Her resonance chains further elevate her supportive capabilities. While her first chain focuses primarily on rotation comfort and buff duration, her second chain introduces a massive 50% critical damage boost to any ally applying negative statuses. Her third chain accelerates her rotation speed, boosting overall team cycles. As a pull prospect, her ability to pair with the game's strongest DPS units makes her an incredibly high-value addition to almost any account, with future Electro Flare characters likely to synergize with her as well. Her signature weapon is not strictly necessary, as utilizing options like variation works incredibly well, making her lower tier. Duplicate's a much more appealing investment. Then pulling for her weapon,